Well, Bob, we kept thinking maybe that this storm would become named a tropical storm. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, and it's been fooling all the forecast models and all the meteorologists at the National Hurricane Center, because they kind of put a little statement at the end of their discussion usually. It says, well, we're waiting. It should be happening, next day, never
pushing it
never
back.
comes. Yeah, so it's a good thing.
That's true. That's true.
It means it's not getting too intense. However, we are looking at a little bit better organization tonight, and more than likely it will be Hermine tomorrow. Here's what's happening. Yeah, Punta Gorda webcam showing some clouds moving in from the south. This is not Punta Gorda, this is Sarasota. That should change the title up there, but nonetheless, the rain moved in, and then notice the sky right there, kind of a pink sky that occurred. Well, this was captured by Norm Schimmel. Norm, getting this picture again near Gulf Gate Point. Showing that nice, interesting sky there. Appreciate that photo. And if you have some photos, send them to pics, PIX at mysuncoast.com. Well, the Titan radar pretty active at this hour. Normally, everything would be calming down, but we're still seeing some pretty heavy showers around into Charlotte County and some building to the east of Fort Myers. Just gives you a little indication, a little taste of what's to come, I think, throughout the day on Wednesday and Thursday as more moisture kind of works its way around the system into the center. And you can see that rain has been moderate to heavy at times into Sarasota and into Charlotte County this evening. Even some rain still pretty moderate now moving toward Northport. You can see that kind of training across the same area over and over again. Showers developing in the Gulf and then working their way on shore through Boca Grande and then eventually into Inglewood. Still some rain near Siesta Key stretching up to downtown Sarasota. Not a lot of heavy or strong thunderstorms at this point. That could change, though, especially tomorrow evening and on Thursday. Look for more showers overnight, and there could be some rumble of thunder. We're not, as I said, anticipating anything severe. However, there is always a possibility of some lightning occurring with some of these cells, and you can still see they're popping up well south of Charlotte County and Sarasota counties, all kind of working their way to the north. Already have had nearly 3 inches of rain. Now remember, this whole storm event, we're expected to get about 3 to 7 inches of rain over most of the coastal locations. We're already getting that near Rotunda and Placida. Up near Northport and Port Charlotte, already 1.5 inches there. So you add that all together over the upcoming 2 days, you're going to see rainfall totals up to 7 inches and maybe even some isolated areas getting more than 10 inches of rain in a short period of time. We can expect wind gusts possibly high with some of the cells, but generally the winds sustained will be below tropical storm force. That's a good thing. And we may see an isolated tornadoes, especially as the system makes landfall sometime late Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. That's when the twist in the atmosphere becomes a little bit more intense. Well, the buoy's not showing a lot going on out there. The winds are not all that strong. Reconnaissance aircraft checking this area out earlier, finding winds at about 35 miles an hour. That was it. However, with more storms gathering around the center, we do expect this to increase in intensity as the pressure will lower and should be a tropical storm. There's some models that suggest that it may get very close to a Category 1 hurricane before it makes landfall as it makes its way off to the northeast. There are hurricane watches in effect. All this area that you see right there is a hurricane watch. The hurricane watch is there, and then this is a tropical storm watch in the yellow, which does cover Tallahassee and Gainesville all the way over to Panama City, and as far south is to Pasco County. So all of Pasco County now under the tropical storm watch, and hurricane watch is out ahead of that. Here's the actual wind radar with the system as it makes its way close to the coast. You can see that doesn't get us. Those winds up to 39, 40 miles an hour stay well to the north of us as far as sustained winds go. You can see why the National Hurricane Center, though, has put the watch in place as far as the hurricane watch goes. These are rainfall totals plus 4 inches expected from anywhere south of Fort Myers, north of Tampa, and then stretching inland areas as a result of the onshore flow around that area of low pressure and what could be a tropical storm, more than likely a tropical storm, but possibly even a hurricane. 78 degrees right now, dew point way up there, winds out of the southeast today. We're getting some light rain at the airport right now, and the pressure 2993. It's actually come up a little bit here through the evening hours. The high today was 89, pretty close to the average, and 77 was the morning low. The airport getting some rain currently at this time. Temperatures into the mid 70s to upper 70s across the region, and you'll see that quite clearly all throughout the counties here from Highlands all the way to Charlotte County and into Sarasota County. Again, the satellite imagery showing a little bit better organized system, and more than likely we will have a tropical storm there by tomorrow. Boating, not the best boating weather. Advisory is in effect. Seas running 4 to 6 feet and choppy conditions out there in the bays and inland waters. And as far as the upcoming tides go, high tide at 116, another one will be at 12:23 and sunset will be at 7:52. The extended forecast. Good chance for showers and storms, some heavy rainfall, possibility of some flooding and windy weather right through Friday.